Yo, does this game end with me assassinating the Pope during a mass? This is awesome. Yo, this became like this just became like the best game ever. Oh my god, it's gonna be an air assassination of the Pope during. Yo. Oh man. This is about to be really cool. Oh my lord.
I thought I was beyond this. But I'm not. I've waited too long. Lost too much. Requiescat in pace, you bastard. I don't think so.
What's going on? What? The fuck? I can't wake up the fan. Can't get any snacks or anything? You gonna starve to death?
How is it you resist? I see. Kind of you to bring me the apple. Now give it here. Vaya farti fottere. Always the fighter. Just like your father. Well, rejoice, my child. For you will see him again soon. You will give it to me. As you wish.
What in the world? What is going on?
Fascinating. An impressive power, this. But if you think it's going to save you, you've another thing coming.
What the? Yo!
A clever trick, but useless. You are right to fear me.
Oh man. Ugh. Yo, this guy.
How long do you think you can keep this up?
I'm wearing him down. Let's try something else. Can I stab him? How about we just do this?
I'll cut you down, assassin.
Just throw knives at him.
No, you will not take this from me. It's finished, Rodrigo. Lay down your arms.
Just throw
and I will make
6
sure
knives
that
at him and you're good to go.
Really, Ezio? And would you give up so easily were it the other way around? Why don't we find out? Ugh. At last. Now, to deal with you.
What in the world? What? What? He's alive? Oh, this is awesome.
What is this place?
What is this place? It's an Isu?
Open, damn you! Open!
It's over, Rodrigo. No more tricks. No more ancient artifacts.
My man's glowing.
No more weapons. Let us see what you are made of, old man.
All right then, if that's how you want to play it.
What do you even want with the vault, Rodrigo?
Don't you know what lies within? Or do you mean to tell me the great and powerful assassins didn't figure it out?
Figure what out?
God. It's God
Oh, I really can't use any of my items. Oh well.
that dwells within.
You expect me to believe that God lives beneath Il Vaticano?
A more logical location than a kingdom in a cloud, don't you think? Surrounded by singing angels and cherubim. Makes for a lovely image. But the truth is far more interesting.
Let's say I was to believe you. What do you think you'll do when you open that door?
I don't care. It's not approval I'm after. Just power.
And you think you'll give it up?
Whatever lies beyond that wall won't be able to resist the staff and apple. They were made for filling gods.
God is meant to be all-knowing, all-powerful. You think a couple of ancient relics can harm him?
You know nothing, boy. You take your image of the creators from an ancient book. A book, mind you, written by men.
You are the Pope, and yet you dismiss the central text of your faith?
Are you so naive? I became Pope because it gave me access. It gave me power.
I think I can't kill him until he's done his dialogue.
Word of that ridiculous book. It's all lies and superstition, just like every other religious tract written over the past 10,000 years. You can't. You can't. It's my destiny. Mine. I am the prophet.
You never were.
Get it over with, then.
No. Killing you won't bring my family back. I'm done.
What?
Nulla è reale. Tutto è lecito. Requiescat in pace.
Oh. It gave me money. The vault. One more trophy left. One more trophy.
Greetings, Prophet. It is good you have come. Let us see it, to give thanks. We must speak.
Who are you?
Many names. When I died, it was Minerva. Before that, Merva and Mera. And on and on. The others too. Juno, who was before called Uni. Jupiter, who was before called Tinia. No, not gods. We simply came before. Even when we walked the world, your kind struggled to understand our existence. We were more advanced in time. Your minds were not yet ready. Still not. Maybe never. No matter. You may not comprehend us, but you will comprehend our warning. You must.
Not what you are saying.
Talking directly to the player right now?
Our words are not meant for you.
What are you talking about? There's no one else here.
Enough. I do not wish to speak with you, but through you. You are the prophet. You've played your part. You anchor him, but please be silent, that we may commune. Listen.
She's talking to me. She's talking to me. She's talking to the player.
When
Well,
we were
she's
still
talking to
flesh
Desmond.
And our home still whole. Your kind betrayed us.
And she's talking to Desmond.
We who made you. We who gave you life. We were strong, but you were many. And both of us craved war. So busy were we with earthly concerns, we failed to notice the heavens. And by the time we did, the world burned until naught remained but ash. It should have ended then and there. But we built you in our own image. We built you to survive. And so we did. Few were our numbers. Your kind and mine. It took sacrifice, strength, compassion. But we rebuilt. And as life returned to the world, we endeavored to ensure this tragedy would not be repeated. But now, we are dying. And time will work against us. Truth turned into myth and legend. What we built, misunderstood. Let my words preserve the message and make a record of our loss. But let my words also bring hope. You must find the other temples, built by those who knew to turn away from war. They worked to protect us, to save us from the fire. If you can find them, if their work can be saved, so too might this world. Be quick, for time grows short. And guard against the cross, for there are many who will stand in your way. It is done. The message is delivered. We are gone now from this world. All of us. We can do no more. The rest is up to you, Desmond.
What? Who is Desmond? I don't understand. Please, wait. I have so many questions. What the fuck?
I think that's the end of the Animus. I think we might be the last time we play as Ezio for a while. Oh! Credits! But there's another trophy, so it's not the real credits. Oh, but we always watch the credits. Oh my goodness. That was a pretty good ending. Great beginning, great ending, and the middle kind of dragged, but as long as it ends well, all's well that ends well. All these French names.
There's only about 10 minutes until I
Need
get...
all of my equipment ready to go before they do. Desmond!
Huh?
Yeah.
All right, Sean, I need you and Rebecca to get
Oh, it's
everything
Fishface.
packed up and loaded into the truck. You and I'll deal with the Templars.
What, they're here?
It was only a matter of time before they discovered us. To be honest, I'm surprised it took them as long as it did.
Let's go.
Got the credits playing as you do the last
So,
sequence.
What's the plan? We ditch this place and then what?
There's another safe house. We've got company. The truck's just up ahead.
Mr. Miles. This is an unexpectedly pleasant turn of events. And here I thought I'd have to waste more men on you. Kind of you to save me the trouble.
What do you want, Vidic?
For you to come home. We miss you terribly. There's still so much work for us to do together.
It's not happening, Warren.
You continue to disappoint in every conceivable way, Miss Stillman. I saved your life once. Do you remember? And this is how you repay me?
You saved me so you could keep experimenting on people, destroying their lives. And for what?
Oh, this tired argument again. As I recall, you were there, at my side, every step of the way. Their blood is on your hands just as much as
Wait,
mine.
what?
You need to stop him.
I'm on it.
Oh, man. Oh, there we go. What the? There we go. There we go. I can't. There we go. I don't think Desmond has a life bar. I think he just doesn't die. Oh, I see. If I do it early, it doesn't. Okay. I do it early, it doesn't work. Yeah, we're using this.
You can't hide from us.
Uh-oh, Doc. Looks like it's just you and me now.
Enjoy your victory, Mr. Miles. Temporary as it is.
Desmond, we have to go!
There you are. Come on. Help Lucy into the van. Hurry, Desmond. We need to go.
You'll have your turn, Desmond. Warren's gonna get what he deserves. I promise.
So what now? Where are we headed?
There's a cabin up north. We should be safe there. At least for a little while. I have to analyze those tapes from your session. Figure out what's happening.
And then what?
Here we go. I've got you all hooked up. Got a long drive ahead of us. Figured you might want to play around with the Animus on the way.
Alright, but I got some questions first. I mean, what the hell was that in the vault?
What you saw proves everything I was afraid of. The Templars aren't our biggest threat. Not by a long shot.
So what, the sun is? What's it gonna do? Cook the Earth?
I doubt it, but I don't know. There's been
Was
some
this the game that established the
speculation
Isu?
of weakening. A sufficiently strong flare could flip the poles and cause a geomagnetic reversal. It's all theoretical, but if it happens, the planet could become geologically unstable. Very unstable.
It's meant to be the stuff of pseudoscience, but clearly something catastrophic happened to the people of the first civilization. And that woman, what was her name? Minerva, was it? She seemed to think we were due for a second round.
So either way, we're fucked.
I don't know.
Such a way with words,
We'll keep
Desmond.
reviewing the tapes, and you can keep digging through your memories. Maybe there's more to discover.
Nope, got all the trophies.
Guess I better get started.
Hope we got all the trophies. Hope I didn't miss any. I think I got them all. What time is? What is it? Like 3 or 4 in the morning there? I hope you didn't mess up your sleep schedule just to see the platinum pop. I haven't even I should probably start taking notes or making notes of what I'm gonna say, so I'm not just babbling. I don't work tomorrow either. Let's see. I'm actually gonna take some notes, or like make some notes for myself. At a Lost Lands tomorrow. What's Lost Lands? Are you gonna stream this weekend, or you mean my stream? The music festival, I'm going to stream the whole thing. Oh, hell yeah! That's a good idea. That's awesome. I should do something like that. There's a fair in town still. Oh. For as long as I stream and as long as I do this, we will never ever skip the credits. Said it before, I'll say it again. Games take so much effort to make. From concept to storyboard to design to programming to the minutia associated with testing and retesting and fixing glitches. Like, the amount of work that goes into making any game is immense. And these guys probably work 13, 14-hour days to make this happen. So, we'll always give them the credit. Kind of hoping that, I'm kind of hoping that the game didn't glitch. Like, it's not gonna, the trophy's not gonna happen until, like, maybe there's a post-credit scene or something like that. Maybe there's something. I feel like the moonshine one with the amount of alcohol I'm speaking in. You're not gonna pay for it there. I don't even know if you can pay for it there. What are you sneaking in? Special thanks. Production babies? What's production babies? Like babies that were born during the production? Powered by Adobe Flash. When games were made by Flash. I love it. Two bottles of tequila, 2 bottles of vodka, 1 bottle of rum. Nice. That's a lot. You can drink all that over the weekend? I mean, shit. You might be able to barter for like clothing and food and water and stuff. Azul Blue? Go for it. Fuck yeah, why not? Yeah, Pixar does the production babies. Oh. I don't remember the credits of other Assassin's Creed games. I can't think of them off the top of my head. Maybe that's something Ubisoft does. It's kind of cool. When did this game come out? 2009? The original Assassin's Creed came out in 2007, if I remember right. My friend's old friend returns. Master Assassin. That's the platinum. Oh. My friends during movies pick out random people during random jobs and make a quick backstory. It's one way to do it. Where do I end up? Is this the villa? I think it's the villa. Platinum 62 is in the bag. And it's been a long time coming. Thank you. Thank you. Are you just gonna do that the whole time? I mean, fucking go for it. I'm gonna do one. I wanna do one. It's probably gonna go on the YouTube channel. Take away your mod. Jonathan's writing a bot where you can just like hit one button and just keep redeeming. Okay, thoughts about the game. So I actually wrote something down so I don't just babble, so I can get an idea of like what I want to talk about ahead of time. And first thing is the story. The story grabs you like right away. Like it endears you to Ezio, it endears you to his family, and it does so that when the family is inevitably taken away, you feel like you lost something because you feel like you knew these people. I've seen that done in a lot of other games before. It's almost like a cliche at this point, but this game does it well. The writing is very good. The dialogue is very good. While I was playing this game, I was essentially whining that the guy that betrays you in the beginning, he's killed almost right away. But it turns out there's a shadowy network of conspirators that are essentially trying to subjugate humanity. They don't ever say it that clearly, but that's what it is. And so Ezio is basically like, he basically pulls a Batman, and he's like, well, I don't want what happened to me to happen to anybody else, so let's just murder all these people. Screw it. You know? And you spend the next, I think, 2 decades this game takes place over, murdering them. And the game ends with you assassinating the Pope. Which, I mean, I think few games would not be improved by assassinating the Pope at the end of them. I mean, like, almost, imagine any game. Silent Hill 2, great game. Assassinate the Pope at the end. All right, maybe that's an absolutely terrible analogy. But I thought it was a fun way to end the game. And I thought it was wild. I thought the last thing you were going to do was assassinate the Pope in the middle of Mass. And I was like, oh my goodness, this game. Great beginning, great ending. Middle kind of dragged, but all's well that ends well. I guess this is the first game that revealed the Isu. I don't know. The gameplay. The gameplay is unpolished, but it's serviceable. You play it enough, you start to kind of get the rhythm of it. You figure out what you can and can't climb on. You figure out how Ezio moves and the weight he does when he does parkour. You figure out what's worth it in combat and what isn't. When to fight and when to just run. Fighting armored dudes with like long swords is still pretty annoying, but if you got enough smoke bombs, you can just stab them from behind and like GG. The combat is very unrefined. It just is. Like it's better just to like avoid combat as much as possible. Or to throw a smoke bomb and just take out as many people as you can before they see what's going on. That being said, I didn't take advantage of too many special moves in combat, so maybe that's on me. I basically just countered my way to victory almost every time. Counter and dodge and just hope there was an opening and just kill them instantly. The game doesn't really focus on combat at all, honestly. Like, it's way more about the stealth and about the parkour. I don't remember there being like any bosses that were anything more than just a regular ass enemy with just more health. Even the final boss is just a regular enemy with more health. And you had clones of yourself to fight him. I'm not really sure what was going on with that, but hey, it was cool. So, does the Platinum improve this game or not? There is not too much difference between just beating this game and getting the Platinum. Basically, you do the special little combat trophies, hide bodies in a bale of hay, sweep guards off their feet, throw sand in their faces, and the feathers. You're not gonna accidentally find all those feathers. 100%, you're not accidentally gonna find all those feathers. Like, finding all those feathers is probably like a fourth of your entire playtime. And I don't think it adds anything to the game. I really don't. I mean, I guess if they gave you a map at the beginning of the game and like, hey, these are all these feathers, get them and you get something good, that would be way better, because getting them during the game gets you better at the parkour, because some of them are kind of like tricky to get. Most of them aren't. Some of them are kind of tricky. And if you know they're there and like, you know, like you're close to one, you're going to try to get it because, like, you know, you're there, well, might as well. And you might learn a little bit about the parkour system. But having them sequestered, like having no map point to them is such a horrible idea. It's so egregious. You could have a whole side quest about it. Maybe like some crazy guy likes the pigeons and he just knows where all the feathers are. And it's like you pay him a decent amount of money and he gives you the map. Okay, fine. Like, you know, they're just completely hidden. Like, and there's 100 of them. Like, I don't think you'd be able to do it without a guide. Like, in a reasonable amount of time, you'd spend like 100 hours looking for them. So that's kind of annoying. The collectibles are annoying. The collectibles, I don't think they add too much to the game. They're just collectibles, whatever. The prize you get for them isn't worth it. Like, if you don't care about trophies, you would never do it. You would just whatever. Like, if you knew what the reward was in game, you'd be like, yeah, no thanks. Whatever. Oh, a cape that makes me notorious instantly in every place. Yeah, no thanks. I don't need that. It's almost like a slap in the face. It's like, hey, you did this thing that's almost impossible without a guide. Here's an awful reward that makes you notorious in every city. And oh yeah, by the way, there's a trophy. 'Cause you know you did it for a trophy. There's a trophy for going to every city and wearing that. Have fun. Like, it's almost kind of like an insult. But it doesn't take that long. It's not that difficult. It's just very poorly implemented, and it's only doable really if you have an external guide of some kind. At the very least, they break it down by district. So if you missed one, you can probably figure out where it is pretty quick. If it's like in one district, only got to check 9 feathers instead of 100. So it's not too bad. Other than that, there's not a lot to this game. There's a lot of stuff you can do. There's a lot of ways you can move. A lot of weapons you can use. There's a lot of abilities you have. But the game acts like you don't have this stuff. Like, I never really needed it. Like, the difficulty was never such that I couldn't just, like, straight up just run away from people. And just get up on the rooftops and just run away and just go about my day. Like, the difficulty was never such that I was, like, really forced to learn to use a lot of the stuff I had. I don't think I ever used poison at all. I just didn't. I had to for the tutorial, and then I was like, okay, I'll never use that again. And the gun, I kept forgetting I had a gun. I was like, yeah, I'll probably never use this. Like, counter is your strongest thing. Counter and dodge are like so overpowered that they're basically all you need for the entire game. I wish the other weapons were a bit better implemented. Like, maybe you can instantly poison the armored guys. You know, maybe that's like, as long as you have it, you can just poison them. You don't have to like sneak up on them. You can instantly poison them. So it doesn't kill them, but it makes them much less effective. Like that'd be something cool. As it is, poison just works sometimes on some people. Like, even until the very end of the game, I wasn't able to figure out when I could assassinate people and when I couldn't. I would just go up to people, even in combat, and be like, I hope I can assassinate them. And sometimes I could, and sometimes I couldn't. It's almost like the game is like, hey, you assassinated enough people, now you gotta fight them. Because instead of assassinating them, I would just like hit them with the blade. It's like, all right, now I actually gotta fight now. Like, it was unclear when I could and when I couldn't assassinate them. So I always tried. I always just tried. And it's like, oh, sometimes I would do it. Sometimes I'd be able to assassinate like 5 dudes. I'm like, okay. And sometimes I wouldn't be able to assassinate anybody. And it's like, oh, okay. I guess I gotta fight and or run. Like, the combat's just very unrefined. Almost like the combat is punishment for messing up the stealth. Which, alright, that's fair enough. Overall, I recommend it. The story is worth it. The story is worth the price of admission. The story is awesome. The story is a great revenge story. And it leaves a little bit of a cliffhanger at the end, you know? Which I assume is answered by the follow-on games. Because it was at this point that they knew that they had a franchise on their hands. Assassin's Creed 1 was received really well. This one was received really, really well. And they probably put that sequel hook in there just to be like, you know, tantalize people. Get people talking about an Assassin's Creed 3. And I don't know when the decision was made to do them every year, but it was probably shortly after this. That's it. I don't know how long I talked, but I'm gonna have to clip it. I might not clip it tonight because it's almost 1 in the morning. Screw it. I'll clip it tonight. Whatever. It's not like it takes a great deal of effort. It's just figure out the timestamp when it ends and figure out, and just boom, there you go. It was fun. It was enjoyable. And with that being said, future Casimir Z, you can stop it right now. Better include that yee though, future Casimir Z.